Hello to all friends of Ruby from around the world. We start this live event when it's 4 p.m. here in Ruby, Barcelona. Thanks to everyone for being there. I'm Raúl Expósito, product trainer at Ruby Group, and I have with me my friend and teammate, Ivan Gonzalez. Hi, Ivan.
Hi, Raúl, and hello to all friends who are following us today.
So, about what are we going to talk today to all these good people?
About
Obvious.
labeling system, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to show you three of the most popular leveling system that you can find actually in the market. We'll talk about why you should use a leveling system. We show you how to use it, some examples on how to use it properly, and we will try to answer all the questions you may have.
Yes, we have Jose. Hello, Jose.
Hey.
It's receiving your question via chat. Please don't wait until last minute to send your question.
So,
Okay.
Ivan, let's start.
Let's go. But before, we have a question for you. Do you use a leveling system when tiling?
That's a good question. We want to
Yes.
know. We want to know how are you doing actually? Are you using leveling systems? Jose will show you the question in the screen,
Yes.
and you will have three different options.
Yes. A.
Yeah.
Yes, always.
Always.
Of course. B. Yes, but depends on the tiles format. And C. No, that's for people who don't know to install tilers.
Yeah, exactly. That's not for me because I have a lot of experience styling. That's for beginners.
Yeah.
Okay. So just send your answers. So we are going to give some time, some seconds. Let's say 20, 30 seconds more or less.
Yeah, 20 seconds. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Jose will tell us when we have the results. So well, in the meantime, you can see we have prepared the leveling system. We have prepared some stuff here. So we're going to talk.
The adhesive too.
Oh, we have the adhesive. Yeah, Ivan prepared the adhesive right before, so we don't waste too much time because we know your time is gold. So we are going just to dedicate the right and exact time. Okay. So it seems we have some results. Jose, can we show them or can we see them in the screen? I think people at home is already seeing the results.
Whoop.
Oh, we see it very small. Can we make it a little bit larger or bigger? So
30%, yes, always.
30%.
30%.
Okay.
60%, yes, but depends on the tiles format. And the 10%, no, that's for the people that don't know to install tiles.
Okay, great. So many people is already using leveling systems, which is great. And if they are Ruby, we are more than happy. So now the hard work is going to be try to convince everybody who answered no. This is for people who don't know how to install.
But that's the reality, Raul. Many people think that.
Yeah, there's still so many people who think that leveling systems are for beginners, and this is a tool that nobody needs, but that's so far from reality. Why, Ivan?
Because there are some things that escape from our control as tilers.
Exactly. As example, we can control the setting or the hardening of the adhesive. So on the tile, like Ivan is showing, the hardening of the adhesive runs at different speeds at the different areas of the surface. Okay, the edges will get dry sooner than the center areas because the edges are closer to the joints where evaporation happens. So the bigger is the surface of the tile, the bigger will be the time difference between the areas to get dry. Also, keep in mind the different thicknesses of the adhesive in the different areas. So we're not perfect, and obviously there will be some areas that the adhesive layer will be thicker than others. So this makes the difference, and you can do a perfect job installing the tiles. Don't use a leveling system, and when you come back next morning, to find that
horror.
the tiles move, okay? That some tiles higher than the other, okay? So you can easily avoid that leakage during the fixing of ceramic tiles in both floor and wall installations because leveling systems are also for wall installation, just by using that, just by using a leveling system like this. If you're a great professional, you want to deliver a job with a perfect finish. Tile work becomes easier, faster, uniform, and looks cleaner when a tile leveling system is used because we guarantee the planimetry and regularity of the installed surface. So
now there are no excuses. As you will see now, there are options for everyone's taste.
exactly. And the cost of a leveling system is almost ridiculous in the total cost of a full installation. So, said all this, the three systems we want to show you are this. We have the strip and cap system, like the
Dial quick.
tile level quick.
Level quick.
Okay.
Okay.
We have a clip and wedges system,
Delta level system.
like the delta level system, and we have the screw caps system.
It's like this cyclone level system.
Exactly. All three systems are going to avoid the leakage of the tiles during the installation and after the installation, either in flooring or walls, as we say. They are recommended for formats from 30 by 30. So more or less what we have here is 33 by 33.
Yes.
I guess that's the reason why the 60% of the audience say that they are using leveling system depending on the size of the tile. Okay, because for a 20 by 20 tile, for example, we are not going to use a leveling system. Okay, so for larger formats, requires back buttering exactly as Ivan is doing with this nice tile. Okay, so what we have to do, Ivan? Can we just extend a thin layer like spreading the butter on a toast?
Yes, exactly. That's enough to do the section cap effect. Or also you can use the notch trouble.
Okay.
The size will depend on the tile dimensions. 3 per 3 millimeters will be fine for this tile. The size of the notch trouble to extend the adhesive on the support will depend on the status on the support and the tile dimensions.
Exactly. So now we will see how Ivan is going to extend the adhesive on the support, and as he says, so depending on the status of the support, we're going to need a bigger notch trowel with a bigger teeth, because we will have to add more adhesive in order to compensate those irregularities that we have on the support. Okay. So if we have a flat support like we have here, we have a perfect flatness. Then with a notch trowel like Ivan is using, it's 8 by 8, I think.
It's 8 by 8.
8 by 8, this would be perfect, okay? 8 by 8, 10 by 10. So now we are going to talk to you about the most common mistake when using a leveling system. There is always a part that goes on the base of the tile that can't be recovered, okay? So as example, this is one of the parts, okay, of the leveling system. This is one from the other leveling system. So this is going to be integrated on the ceramic installation forever, okay? We are not going to recover this. What we have to reach, or the most important part on a leveling system, is that they break correctly, okay? In this case, it break correctly, and it's going to avoid a lot of issues, okay, and time wasted, because if it doesn't break well, then we'll have to remove that plastic part that it's saying hello through the joint, okay? And we don't want that. Forever, exactly.
Hello, forever.
That's not fair, and we will have to remove that plastic using a cutter or saw. So we will have to be fighting, okay? We have to take care also with not only with the quality of the system itself, because it's so important. We do a lot of tests with different materials in order to ensure that they break correctly from the part they have to break, and exactly at the time they have to break. But there is also another common mistake, that is not to clean the adhesive on the perimeter of the tile. What will happen then? What will happen is that the adhesive will go first up through the joint. It will stick onto the clips or the strips legs, okay? And then it's when it's not going to break correctly. Okay. So now Ivan is showing you perfectly. I'm not sure, Jose. Can we put a top camera and maybe do a little zoom so we can try to show a little bit better? I think it's good enough. I think people can see pretty well.
Yes.
The adhesive going out. But okay, that's perfect. Thank you, Jose. So you can see perfectly the adhesive going up through the joint, and it's stick in the legs of the leveling system. Okay. Obviously, well, let me push a little bit. So now you are going to see it better. Okay. So you have the adhesive stick here, and it's not going to be easy to break this clip correctly. Okay. What happens? It doesn't break correctly. Then you will have something like this. Now Jose is going to change the camera for the front one. Thank you so much. Okay. So this is a clip that didn't break correctly. This part that is missing is what is going to be inside the joint, and that's the plastic part that we have to remove. And we don't want that because then we are going to waste time. And leveling system is here to help us in order to do, as we say, much efficient work, faster work, and a more homogeneous work. Okay. So when the clip breaks correctly, this is what we have. And when they break incorrectly, this is what we have. Okay. So I think pretty good example to understand. And now what Ivan is doing is do the proper way. Okay. So he has cleaned a little bit the perimeter of the tile before putting the clips. And now we don't have that excess of adhesive going up through the joint. So we will not have any issue when we break the system, when we remove the system, we will not have plastic there. Okay, when it's using the rubber mallet, we always have to do some hits when we are placing or when we are setting the tiles. Okay, we also do the lateral movement in order to erase or to delete the what's I don't find the word in English. Okay, so well, the different channels, okay, makes the adhesive. So the idea with that movement is to delete that and to get the maximum moistening of the tile. Okay, sure. Almost we have to reach 90% depending on the conditions of the installation we are doing to ensure that it's not going to break when something falls on it or when it receives a kick. Okay. So thank you, Ivan. Perfect example. I think we can remove already this. Okay. And let's show. Yes. Put it here. Cool. Okay. So now we have here another. Okay.
¿Has pasado, no?
Yeah. So we are going to show you now how it works, the first level system. Okay, we are going to start with the tile level quick, yes. And for that we are going to use this kind of tiles.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So it's an imitation of wood. That's very common trend actually in the market, and we have here the system, as we say, it's made of strips. Well, depending on the region, people call it strips, straps, clips. So it doesn't matter. At the end, is the part that is going to be inside the system. We have the caps and we have the pliers. This system is compatible with tiles thicknesses from 3 to 16 millimeters.
The pliers are very comfortable and have 4 adjustable positions.
Okay, you're going to show how to adjust that?
Yes.
Perfect.
Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And
that's super simple.
Yes.
You just push,
it's easy.
Adjust, and still fix.
Number 3 is
we're going to use the number 3 adjust. Okay. So the caps have a circular design that guarantee an homogeneous vertical pressure. Okay. So it's great. We have other systems that do a kind of lateral pressure and can move slightly the tiles. In this case, not, because we have the vertical pressure. The caps are reusable. You can use it many times before having to replace it. And you can use the same pot that it's coming, okay, on the, let's say, the starter kit. So you can use the same pot in order to reuse them and to store them. Okay.
The strips are flat and guarantee a joint of 1.5 millimeters, but we recommended to use tile spacers anyway.
Yeah, people used to replace the spacers with the leveling system, and that's not the mission of the leveling system. So leveling system is to level, to avoid leakage between tiles, and the spacer are to keep the joint space, okay? So we should not use the leveling system to do that function, but as we know, many people is doing that. So there are some leveling systems that are more oriented to do that job of a spacer, okay? But this will not be the case. So we recommend to use spacers, and mainly when we are doing vertical installations, because the gravity will make the tile to press too much on the straps, okay? And then we have the risk that they don't break correctly. So the way to place it is like Ivan is doing. We'll place it at minimum 10 centimeters more or less from the corners.
Yes.
So they are not interfering. If I put another strip here, okay, they will not interfere to each other when I have to use the pliers. Then we will place the next strip at 20 or 30 centimeters more or less, what will be one hand. But this distance can be increased when we are talking about XXL tiles.
Yes.
Then we can maybe extend this distance to 50 centimeters. Okay. We have clips of the color clips. The clips have a color coding because they have different thicknesses. And we have.
No. Este no.
Oh no, that's on the next one. Yeah, sorry.
The next one.
Yeah, well, I would say the caps are reusable. I think we already said everything. Yeah, we said the most important thing.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's show how it works.
It's easy.
Yeah, we put the caps by hand first, and
Please.
then we use the pliers.
Be careful. Don't worry.
Okay,
Easy.
perfect. 1, 2, and 3, and it's perfectly adjusted.
Yes. To remove the system, we'll wait at least 24 hours, and no, to remove 24 hours.
Yeah.
We don't have adhesive.
Okay. Cool. So this is the part that we recover.
Yes.
From the system.
Yes.
This is the waste.
Sure.
We don't use it.
We can use the rubber mallet or just by kicking. Okay.
Kung Fu kick.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we just have to recover the caps. Okay.
Perfect.
Now the caps for the next time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now we are going to show you the delta. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see
The next system.
The next leveling system.
Yes.
So we're going to change also the tiles we are going to use. So we show you different formats.
Okay.
So now we are going to use 60 by 60.
60 by 60
centimeters tiles. These have, as you can see, structure surfaces. So leveling systems are suitable for any kind of tile surface, not only for flat surface, also for roof and for structure, as you can see. So we're going to talk about the Delta level system. Here we have the starter kit, which includes
the clips. This one includes the clips, Jose, please. Sure.
The wedges.
Clips, the wedges, and the pliers, which are easy to adjust with their fast fixed system. It's easy.
Okay, very simple, very easy. And we will adjust it depending on the tile thickness. Okay. So as you can see, it's a system of clips and wedges, and probably this is the most popular in the market. It works differently than the tile level quick, because in this case, we will place the clips and then we insert, as you will see now, the wedge through the clip, exerting a lateral force at the same time then we push down the tile we are setting. Okay.
Jose, please.
So
Change the camera.
yeah. Exactly. Thank you, Ivan. Well, I think it's going to be better, even better to see it, yeah, in action. So we place, as we said before, more or less at 10 centimeters from the corner. Then we leave one hand, more or less, okay, between the different clips. We will use also a spacer.
Always.
Yeah, now Ivan will place it.
Okay, this side.
And well, the wedges, I can advance you. If this is the tile we are installing, and this is the tile is already installed, the wedge always will go on this direction, from the tile we're installing to the tile that is already installed. Why? Because what we are going to do this way, when we are using the pliers, okay, and pushing the wedge, it's going to push down this tile. So we are not going to pull up any tile. What we are going to do is to push up the tile when installing, okay, compare with the tile that is already installed, that is supposed that is already at level, etc. Okay, so always from the new tile to the tile that is installed. That's the direction for the wedge. Then, okay, we use the pliers, and we have it perfectly fixed. As you can see, we can start doing it by hand and then to finish with the pliers. There's some people who do it only by hand. We recommend always use the pliers, because then you are exerting always the same strength, okay, the same force. What we explained, that we are going to push down the tile, it works for all three leveling systems. So you never pull up the tile, as we say. We always push down.
Okay, the wedges are reusable, and you can use it many times before having to replace it. You can use the same pot, like
to store it.
Yes, to store it.
Okay. In this case, the clips, yeah, before I was wrong. Okay. We're going to break. Yeah,
no,
hold
please,
on.
please.
So
Speak about the color.
Yeah, I want to explain about the clips. We have a color coding because there are different thicknesses and age. So we have clips of 0.5, 1, 1.5, and 2 millimeters for tiles from 3 to 12 millimeters. We have clips of 1.5 and 2 millimeters for tiles from 11 to 20 millimeters thicknesses. And we have clips of 3 millimeters for tiles from 6 to 15 millimeters. So the 0.5 are white, the 1 millimeter are dark gray,
Yes.
The 1.5 millimeters is light gray, the 2 millimeters is black, and the 3 millimeters is red.
Yes.
Okay.
These different thicknesses will help to keep the joint. We recommended to use spacers, to the tile spacers. Again, we will place them at minimum 10 centimeters,
Exactly.
okay, from the corner, so they are not interfering in this time. Let me show.
Yeah, that's a common mistake.
Yes.
You put them too close to the corner, and then there's not enough space. Okay, it's interfering. So
during installation, okay.
Yeah.
Then when place one chip in one clip, each 20 or 30 centimeters.
Okay.
One hand.
Yeah. As we said, if tiles are bigger, then maybe we can extend that distance to 50 centimeters more or less. Okay. No more, because then we are going to put too much pressure on each strip or in each clip, and that's not necessary. Okay. To remove the system, we do it by impact. So just by kicking again or using a mallet, always in the joint direction, because it's the way they will break. So look what happens if we try to, if we try to remove it from here. There's no way to break it, so they don't break easily.
Break the tile.
Yeah, that's exactly. So we are going to damage the tile. So do it the way we have to do it, Ivan.
Be careful. Be careful.
Yeah, protect your eyes.
Yes.
Whoa. Excellent. So we can recover the wedges for the next use. And
Jose, please.
And it's going to, let me take it.
Yes.
It's going to happen. We're going to use it many times before you have to replace it. So we do, as I said, many product tests, and I can assure you that we have been reusing the wedges many times just to see how installations they can get. And by now, that is amazing, the quantity of installations you can do with the same wedges. Okay. In any case, if you have to replace them, we are selling not only the kits. Obviously, the kit you will buy the first time, okay, because the first time you will need the pliers. But then when you have to buy more clips or more wedges, it's separate in bags, okay, with more or less quantities. It's many different options, okay. So now let's go for the third leveling system.
Sure.
Okay, so we are going to present you the newest member of the Ruby family. We have the last but not least leveling system of today, which is the Cyclone leveling system. Okay, so we are going to change the format.
Yes.
Oh, we have questions?
Yes.
Okay, we answer them or we wait to the end of the presentation? What do you think, Ivan?
Let me show how these clips are better than Raimondi leveling systems.
Well, how these clips, I'm not sure if you are talking about the clips of the Delta, I guess so, because Raimondi has similar system, but we don't use to compare with our competitors, okay? So Raimondi is a great brand, they have great products also, and what we do is to show what we have, and then to let you decide, okay? So we don't want to start with comparison with other brands, because we all have different skills, and obviously we have also weak points that we have to upgrade. And I think it's not a fair comparison, okay, to talk about that. I can talk about my products. I don't know how many tests do Raimondi with their clips before to launch them to the market, but I can assure you, as I said, that in Ruby, we have an exhaustive testing of clips, wedges, strips, okay? So we do it in real installation. We do also the test in laboratory, and the results are amazing. So just my recommendation is try the Raimondi, try the Ruby, and decide which one fits better to you, okay? Question? I hope I answered correctly the first question. So
these systems don't require any tools for installing, just
that's right,
your hands. It's Jose, please. Okay. It's a clip. It's a clip and screw cap system. And the only thing we have to do is to place the clip and then screw the cap until you feel it's adjusted and doing the work of leveling. It's easy. Oh.
This is recommended for tiles thicknesses from 3 up to 18 millimeters.
Yes.
The Cyclone system has flat base straps for leveling and spacing, keeping the joint thicknesses of 1, 1.5, 2, and 3 millimeters. Also, we have cross base straps. I think we have someone here. Okay, let me show you. This is the cross base straps. Thank you, Jose. Okay, so you can see the shape is a cross. This is a flat one. Okay, and then we have the T Can you pass me one? Okay, thank you, Ivan. So we have the T. The T is like the cross one, but just have this division here. This one is not. Okay. So this is perfect, the T-based truss for brick bond installation, or how it's named popularly, it's the metro, okay, pattern. So we have these options in 1.5 and 3 millimeters. And with this, we can remove somehow the need of using spacers, okay? Before we told you that leveling systems is for leveling, spacers are for spacing, but this is, let's say, an hybrid, because we know that you as a tiler
Yes.
many times are using the leveling system, okay, as a spacer. So we created a leveling system that can be used somehow also as spacer in different ways or different patterns of installation, okay?
There is a color code to identify the different strap thicknesses. Red for 3, black for 2, white for 1.5, and gray for 1 millimeter.
Exactly.
Okay, right.
As we said, it's perfect for different joint patterns. So because we have different options, the flat base, the cross base, and the T-base. So let's see some examples of how to install and how to take the most profit of it. So let's change the format. Stand. We are going to go back to this, okay, a rectangular format. Well, it's not the same that we showed you before. This is 60 by 30.
We have a question. I'm from Chicago and I only used Raimondi level system on my job from 4 years now. Oh, but this question it's
okay. Well, we see that
question.
there's many people using Raimondi. Okay, they are doing a great job. So we hope we convince some of you to try at least also the systems today. But I'm sorry for this question because we don't talk about pricing on this event. So pricing is going to depend on your region, your country, your distributor, the volume you purchase, etc., etc. So that's a commercial question. So someone from the sales team is who will have to answer your question. So I will refer you to the distributor on your region in order to check that. Okay. I know it's not a matter that we don't want to answer. It's a matter that the pricing is different depending on the region. So that's not a fair comparison. Okay. Okay, perfect. So Ivan is using actually a combination of strips of 1.5 millimeters. He's using a cross base in the center of the 4 tiles, and then we are complementing that with a flat base straps along the tiles. Okay, so we will add more, and we have bigger tiles, then we will add more, and in each corner we are going to use a cross base. Perfect, Ivan.
Yes.
Yeah. So now, oh, let's break it. Okay, cool. I love to do this. Yeah. Okay, this one not needed. So now, what I'm about to show, as we say, the metro pattern.
Jose, please, you can change the camera.
Oh, look, yeah, perfect.
Okay.
That's the way it breaks. It has to break. And this is the base that will stay in the system. Okay?
It's very important.
So now, using a T base plus helping with some flat base, what we do is the metro pattern. Okay. We have another tile here. So this is one of the, well, this is a very old way to place the tiles, but it's actually a trend. Okay. So obviously it used to be done with smaller tiles, brick style, but you can do it also with this, or we can do it with imitation of wood like we did before. So this is a perfect pattern for that kind of tiles. Same as we said before, okay? So we place the T's here. The division goes on the side of the two tiles. The part without division goes where the flat tile will be. And then if we have larger tiles and we have to add some flat straps in order to help, that's not a problem. Okay, this is the way it will look with this metro pattern. Okay, obviously we will add a T here. As I said, if it's a larger tile, we will add more flat base straps. Okay.
Yes.
But I think it's
You
the
want break
most
again?
important. Yeah, go for it. So as we say, the screw caps are reusable, so we'll recover them by threading. This is an important part, okay? So we have to thread and recover the cap, okay? So in all the leveling systems, usually you can reuse part of the system, okay? As we say, the other part will stay forever inside of the tile installation. So from our side, I think we explained everything we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you know the main features, how to use these leveling systems properly. So it's time to check with Jose if there are some more questions to answer, not related to pricing and so on. So Jose, can you show us questions in the screen? Thank you so much. Can I just check that all your clips are flat base? The ones I use currently are curved and I don't like them. Okay, so well, we will have to check what system are you talking about, because for the tile level quick, the base is almost flat. Okay, so we have a little curve on these two edges, but for the rest is tile. On the Delta, we have flat base clips, and exactly on the Cyclone, yeah, we have it flat. Well, it has a little bit of curve on the base, but it stays flat on the tile. So I'm not sure exactly. Maybe you are using an older system, previous model. Oh well, yeah. When you are pushing, it can come a little bit, but basically they are pretty flat. So yeah. I will suggest you to send us a picture to our email training@ruby.com. So send us a picture of your yes. Our leveling system that you have, and we will check which one is, and then we'll answer to your question the best way. Okay. Yes. So this one. Those level system works on space of 132. No, we're talking about all leveling systems. Okay, so 132, if I'm not wrong, is kind of.
I'm lost with inches.
Yeah, with inches. We're not pretty good. Just give me 1 second, because we have all the backs. 132 is 1 millimeter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 1 millimeter joint. So 1 millimeter joint. Yeah, absolutely. All our systems.
1.5 is minimum.
Yeah, that's the minimum recommended when you are in tiling. Okay, it should be 1.5, but we know that people is not respecting that in many places. Okay, so that's the reason why we have leveling systems thinner than 1.5. Okay, so yes, we have 1 millimeter for all our leveling system.
And 0.5.
Yeah, and 0.5 yes. And half millimeter, which is in inches. Next time we will have to have some notes with the inches, but no, that's 1 millimeter for 0.5. I got it here somewhere, but can't find it now.
¿Pero qué está buscando?
I would say it's 164, something like that.
164 is 2 millimeter.
Yeah. Well, that's half millimeter, so it's super thin.
Yes.
In fact, we should not use that. Okay, as we say, we have to keep a minimum joint, but we are selling also. So more questions? No. Well, I think we just explained pretty well.
We don't have more questions, Jose? No? Okay.
Okay, I can see one comment. I use Bitrex lash and they are very cool. Yours are a lot more flat by the look of it. Okay. So that's answering the previous question somehow. So there are other leveling systems that are more cool than ours. But I say ours is pretty flat. But please send us the picture and we will check. Okay. So if there are no more questions, just to remind you that we will be glad to receive your feedbacks, comments, or pictures, or any additional question in our email. I remind you again, training@ruby.com.
Yes.
Yeah, we hope you found this webinar interesting and useful, and wish you enjoyed as much as we did.
Stay tuned. Thank for coming webinars, because very soon we'll be preparing the next one. Thank you so much for your time and attention.
And see you next time.
See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hugs.